a little bit later this time, but that's okay. The show's RPGrinders. I'm on with Eric RPG. This is Frank. And we're going to have a heck of a show for everybody today. Lots of news. Is something going on that there's this much news stories, Eric? Or what's...
Tokyo Game Show happening.
Okay. Those are the exceptions to the rule. Let's see what else we got here. We're gonna have some interesting stinkos and sweetos for everybody today. Obviously, what else? Yeah. So and then we might finish off the tournament this week, so we can have a week next week of nothing. So depends on how quick these news stories go, but we might finish the tourney for the greatest mascot of all time today.
I think I found another indie gala.
Oh, did you? Here,
sale.
link it.
Yeah.
Link it, and that way I can take a look at it. That way, is it manga or?
The games.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, put it in there anyways. Is there any cool names this week? Don't say them if there are.
Yes, there is absolutely one.
Okay, perfect. That's awesome.
There's another one too.
Thundercats. Yo, what's up, Skodoma? Nice to have you in here, man. We're not quite there yet, as they say. Did you put it in the?
I'm getting there.
Okay, I thought you already did. Hold on. Yeah. We're just waiting on Breakman to jump on in, and then we will get started. We're going to have a heck of a show for y'all today. As always, tons of news today, so there's a lot of news because Tokyo Game Show stuff going on. We're going to try to get to that as quickly as we can. And, oh boy. I'm looking at the bundle that Eric has for us today in our homie discounts, and yeah. Let's just say okay. Yeah, okay. So let me click off of that way I don't accidentally get us kicked off of YouTube and Twitch. Hope you had a great week, Skodoma, and everybody listening out there. Like I said, today's show is going to be pretty good, I think. We might be doing a few rounds or a couple rounds of the greatest mascot tournament and finishing that up today, maybe. Depends on how quickly we can get through this news. And like I said, we're just going to have a really, really great show for y'all today. I'm glad that everybody could join us, whether you're listening live like Skodoma in chat, or if you're listening on the archives on YouTube or Twitch. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Let's see. Skodoma, how was your week, man? Did you have a great week? Just okay week? You're going to hear us rail against a Democrat today, Skodoma, for once. I mean, I know we've been railing on the repubs for a while now, but today there's going to be some excoriation. Better than usual. That's good, man. That's good. Better than usual is excelente. That just means that it's an improvement, we've been having a pretty decent week, starting with today. I mean, Bernie, for the first time in months, has 2 days off. It's going to be short-lived because next week she's going back to 6 days. But it's been months since we've had 2 days off in a row, today and tomorrow. So tomorrow, Skodoma, will be going on a road trip, I think, to search for a ghost town or something of that nature. And we will be filming it a little bit. We're not going to be searching for ghosts or any of that nonsense. We're just, just want to show you a ghost town. Something unusual. Probably for Bernie's channel. Maybe I'll throw it on my channel too. If I go live, it'll be on my channel, More Eyes. But if we just do a little static video, then I'll put it on Bernie's. Or maybe both. We'll see. Just tweak it a little bit for both channels so we don't get in trouble. All right. Hey, Eric, did you send Bernie a code for Blue Sky yet?
No,
Okay. Can you
just
do
taking
that?
it around to it.
All right. Can you do that at some point?
Mhm.
She's been really wanting to. I told her it's like old Twitter. Actually, let me check. Um, speaking
Mm.
speaking, you got a Sweeto and a Stinko Scotoma? Cool. Excelente. Let's see if I got any messages from the old Breakman, because maybe he won't be able to join us or whatever. Come on now. God, it's so slow. I don't know what's going on. My computer just chugs nowadays. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, here we go. He should be here, so we're just waiting on Break. Let's see if Break is in chat. Uh, does not look like it. Okay. We'll hold off a few. I know he's there. He didn't leave me a message saying he's not going to be here, so and he did tweet out on the old Twitter /X, whatever the fuck it's called nowadays. What do you think is an underrated movie that everybody should watch, Eric? What do you think is an under? It doesn't matter what genre.
Um, um, Ex Machina.
Okay, that's a good one, man. That's a great one. I love that movie.
I don't know if it's underrated, but it's probably
Yeah.
Are you live?
Yes, I'm
it's
live.
still worth watching. But like Spirited Away.
Oh yeah. Ever seen Robot Jocks? Is that the one with Hugh Jackman, Scotoma? I have seen that. Chats, where are you at? Come on. All right, let's get Break on in here. Uh, all right, let's add Break from the '90s. No, it's an older movie. I think I have seen that movie for some reason. It sounds familiar, Scotoma. Love that movie. If not, I'll check it out, man. I like underrated gem of movies, that nobody talks about. My pick is a movie that didn't come out too long ago. It's called Uncle Peckerhead. If you guys haven't seen that, it's kind of a comedy horror movie, but it's got one of the greatest endings ever, man. I love the ending of that movie. You guys should check it out. Sounds weird, Uncle Peckerhead, but it's really good. Uh, Dudes fight. Oh yeah. I've seen that movie. That is a cool movie. Hey, Breakman,
Hey,
how you doing, man? How was your week?
I'm all right. That's good.
All right, that's good to hear.
Okay.
Real quick question before we get started with the show. Break. What is an underrated movie that you can recommend people to watch that you think is underrated, doesn't get enough love?
Last Action Hero.
Oh, that's a great one. Breakman. You and I are the only guys I've ever known that really like that movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. I like it a
It
lot,
was
man.
it was the first movie I can remember that was meta.
Yeah.
Long before the term meta was ever used.
Yeah. Well, what year did that come out? Like 90?
6, I think.
Yeah. Well,
It was mid '90s.
I think Scream might have beat it out by a year, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like the first time, like people really, thought of it in that fashion. It could have been the first, man. One of the first. There were others probably. We'll probably.
Yeah, I think there probably were others. Like there's so many movies.
It's probably the one that you and I remember the most as being, the first kind of meta movie.
Yeah, for our generation, I'd say there's probably like ones that came out in like the 30s and 40s and shit, but like well before our time.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Exactly. Break. Sorry, I had a quick look at my phone here. Um, My pick is a movie called Uncle Peckerhead. I've talked about it on the show before. It's a kind of comedy horror movie break. Nobody's seen that movie, but to me, it's like at first it just seems like a goofy comedy horror movie, you know, and then the end hits you, and you're like, whoa, that ending was wicked, man. Like it was a really good, just like not like anything spectacular or anything, but like makes you kind of think type of thing, you know. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I don't know why my Skype keeps.
I wish I was old enough to take the RSV vaccine because I think I might have been exposed to it.
What is RSV? Oh, it's that weird shit that's been going around, huh? Yeah. Okay.
But it's for only 60 years old and older.
Oh, thank goodness I'm not there.
And it's not only that, but like most insurance won't cover it for the moment.
Of course not. Of course not.
Because it's too new.
Yeah. You know what Scotima's pick is, Break? For kind of a movie that's underrated. What was the name of it? Robot Jocks.
Robot Jocks. I think I've heard of it. I don't know if I've ever seen it.
I've seen it. It's where these dudes get in like mech suits and fight, you know, and they can transform. I've seen it. It's kind of underrated, man. Was
Kung Pao a hit movie or not?
Which one?
Kung Pao.
Kung Pao was not a hit movie at all.
Then that is my pick.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, man.
There's no time I've watched that movie and not laughed.
It's pretty funny, man. Pretty funny. That dude only did that movie, really.
You know what's an underrated movie? Speed Racer.
Speed Racer is an underrated movie, no doubt. What you call it? This one too. Scottima says I'm looking it up. Reign Over Me. I've never seen that.
There's lots of people that like Jupiter Ascending, but I thought they missed the mark with that movie a bit.
You know what's another? Eric mentioned another one, Ex Machina, which I don't know how many people have seen that. It's really good. Valerian. Anybody seen that movie, Valerian?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great movie, man. I don't know why that movie didn't do better. It's really, really, really good in 4K. All right, that's enough about that. We got to get started. You guys ready to go?
I guess.
I guess.
Talking about movies.
I mean, we tried eating one of these lightsaber mints, and like, I don't think it hit the expiration date, but they're so old, they're kind of soft now.
Ew.
Yeah.
Gross.
Like they've been exposed to moisture for too long or something.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah. All right. Well, we need to get going here.
I think it's like the equivalent of a stale, because like they were sealed, but the seals only last for so long.
Yeah. Okay, we got to get going here, guys. You ready to go? Break?
Yeah, I've got the news on that now, so yeah.
All right, Eric?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And welcome everybody to episode 759 of RPGrinders. Yes, that was a different intro. No, I didn't mean to hit it, but hey, everybody's a winner as far as I'm concerned. That was from Everybody's a Winner. I did an 8-bit version of that, or I had an 8-bit version made of for my other channel, but whatever.
I'll make the Corey Feldman song in 8-bit.
You know what? I should do that. That would be the best, man. I did break the opening theme, man. Fucked up. Totally fucked up. I was on my different set of, soundboard. I have a soundboard for Grinders, and I have a soundboard for my other channel, the MLH channel, and of course I was on the wrong one. Like, fuck. All right. We're just going to roll with it, man. Fuck it. It's going to be that kind of show. We got tons of news. This is Frank, of course, and I'm on with my great friends, Eric the Great and Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, how are you?
I'm good. Pretty good.
All right.
I think.
Right? I mean, you got to be better than me, how I'm doing things right now. Jesus. Holy shit.
Well, I haven't broke the show yet.
Just wait for it, Breakman. I mean, don't jinx it. Yeah. You know what? At this point, Break, you might as well. Fuck it, man. This is a free for all fucking show, man. She's like, no, stop it.
She just yelled from the room, no!
No. You know how like you yell at a dog or a cat from across the room, Break. That's what she did to you, man.
Exactly what you just did to me.
Stop it! And next thing you know, she's gonna bring
Bad
the
dog.
yeah.
Bad
No.
Brakeman. Bad.
Next
Sit in the corner. No treat for you.
yeah, no. Next thing you know, she's gonna bring the spray bottle and spray you in the face, man.
Whacking me with a magazine, like rolled up.
Yeah, magazine rolled up, smack you on the nose. Stop it.
Can we see video of that?
I would love that. I would love video of that. That'd be great. I would play that over and over on Grinders.
Oh,
You guys got a special treat today because Bernie brought to attention a very special song that I'm going to play for you all later for, I don't even know, I'd like a lulls, I guess. But we need to get into the news, so let's do that. RPG News. All right, Eric, start us off.
From RPG site, we've got news on the sales numbers for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and they surpassed the 7 million units threshold.
Johnny Woofei, our good friend Wyland says, spay or neuter him, that'll show him. I'm dead, man.
Anyways, that's a lot, and there's also the release date for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I don't think we talked about yet, but it's February 29th.
Hey, in other news, Square Enix has admonished the sales of Final Fantasy VII, Eric.
Oh, they said it's weird because like they were basically blaming it for not being able to cover the money that they lost from Forspoken and a couple other things.
Yeah.
But they said what Final Fantasy 16 made was within their expectations. So
Okay, well, good.
Why would they do that?
No,
If they knew that's how much they would probably have.
Obviously, I'm being facetious, Eric. Final Fantasy sales always make up for a lot, but knowing them, they would complain.
It's more like we wish we had made more, but we were stupid and we decided to keep it on one platform.
Yeah. Breakman says, if I miss the toilet, I'll break it, taking a piss, you'll rub. Yeah, exactly, Breakman. Don't fucking do it, dude. Don't do it. If you like rub your butt on the floor, you get smacked. No, go outside and do that shit. All right.
I'm doing it for you.
I know. I hate doing this, but you're forcing my hand here, Breakman.
Tie me up outside in the backyard.
You're in the doghouse now, man. She's gonna chain you up to that little doghouse out back.
that sounds kinky.
Like a 6-foot rope.
I know, right? And then you go like to chase somebody, you like hang yourself, You're like growling at people and shit. Okay, next story, Breakman.
Oh God,
This show is already off the rails, man. This show sucks.
It started off rails, so let's just
Sure
go with that theme. Coming to us live from RPG site. Yeah, that's the place.
That's
Like
the
Dragon, Infinite Wealth launches on January 26, 2024. They've nailed the naming. Like,
They
just
always-
go to
they always
anybody
do.
who wants a name for anything, just go to them. They figured it out.
Yeah. Speaking of Adam Sandler's movies, Kodama says. All right, let's go on to the next story. That's just an announcement.
So that'll be out on January 26th on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xboxes, and PC.
Are they getting away from the Yakuza branding, Eric, altogether?
They have already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Dragon now. That's just they've
It's been like that
realized
since
the Like
7.
Dragon's a badass name and they're rolling with it. And
Yeah.
it was a good move, I think.
I'm getting
And
like
they're doing stuff like adding tags like Infinite Wealth is the name of titles. Like they've figured out how to name games.
I like. Have you ever played? You have never played those games, I don't think, Break, and
no.
they're really, really good, man. The Yakuza games, all the way up to like even Judgment and Lost Judgment and Like a Dragon. Those are, man. They're talk about underrated games, man. Those are really underrated. All right. Speaking of underrated, I'm getting Thick Girl Bra ads on my next one. Next,
That makes sense.
yeah. If you look at the feed, you can see it. It's definitely clothed, so no
Right.
nudity. But
I would want to look at it then.
I fully approve of this. Show off by Airy. Shop the collection. I can shop the collection right now. I keep clicking on the X to try to close it on ads again. Freak Five's in the house. What's up, Freak Five? We've already had the worst show ever, I think. And by worst, I mean worst. All right, next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Real-time combat and exploration RPG. Scars of Mars. Eric, I'll give that to you in a minute, dude. So there you go. It's their third.
Scars of Mars.
Yeah, Scars of Mars.
Okay.
Interesting title. It's their third self-published announced title following Exaladia, Rise of the Space Pirates X2, and Ancient Weapon Holly. Scars of Mars is slated to release in 2024 on PC. So I'm not going to mess around with video today. I got too many tabs open. So there's the story. Out in 2024. All right, Eric, next story, please.
All right, RPG site, and this is about how Octopath Traveler 2 is coming to Xbox and Windows in early 2024, which probably means whatever game originally launched last year. Maybe a bit earlier than that, because I think that game came out like at the tail end of February. But anyways, it's a really good game, and you should pick it up if you haven't played it yet. But I anticipate it will show up on Game Pass because it'd just be a thing for Square to do.
Yeah. All right. Who's
But I guess that's what they meant when they pledged to give more Xbox support. So I'm wondering whether or not Octopath Traveler is going to come to the PlayStation 4 and 5.
You mean one? That would be cool.
Yeah.
I would enjoy that. Be connected. It's chugging, man. I don't know what's going on with the internet here. It's on our end, so don't worry, guys. Just stay in there. It'll re-pick up or whatever. But Scott, ask you, or ask us, but I think you're the guy to ask this, Break. You guys got a good recommendation for an RTS that is like StarCraft. I got the new Doom game, and it's a disappointment.
Yeah. It's called Halo Wars 1 and 2. It's almost a rip-off of StarCraft.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Halo Wars 1 and 2, Scotoma. Maybe Scotoma has played those. I don't know.
Technically, the Pikmin games are RTSs, but there's a little bit different goal in mind when you play that game.
Yeah. Hey, Scotoma,
Well, you say specifically like StarCraft. If you're looking for like another like RTS, I really like Dungeons on Xbox, because that's you play as the bad guy and you're building the dungeons for the heroes to kill.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's Age of Empires, and then there's one more that I have on Windows. I need to get the DLC for at some point, but I'll look in my library and I'll get back to you when I find it.
Yeah. All right, next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak launches in summer 2024 for PS5, PS4, Switch, and PC. So there you go. If you're a Trails fan.
And this is a new game, right?
This is new.
Okay, so this one they should charge $60 for. I'm fine with that one, but a re-release essentially, like that irritates me.
Yeah. Skoma says thanks. It's also on sale on Steam for 75% off. So there you go. They only have the definitive edition. I mean, can't go wrong with that, right? I mean, you know.
I mean, it's essentially the same mechanics as the second one's updated more, but the first one is really, you play it and it's like, wow, there is a lot of StarCraft in this. Oh,
yeah. All right, Eric, next story, please.
Next story is from RPG site, and Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy has a release date. That's all three of the post first trilogy, which include Apollo Justice, which is Ace Attorney 4, and then there's Ace Attorney 5 and 6, which are not called 5 and 6. They're called Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. And That's nice. And it, I don't think it mentions it here, but it's going to be coming to Game Pass day one.
Oh, look at that Game Pass, man! I'm telling you, they are.
Also, another thing, the original trilogy is being offered on Game Pass as of Monday,
Jesus, man, that's
along with Like a Dragon Ishin.
damn. That's really good, man. The Game Pass is like killing it, man. They're
The
killing
only
it.
problem with this release, though, is that they're doing digital only in North America yet again, which is a bummer because the Great Ace Attorney games had a physical release.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know who's. I think it's Breakman's turn next, but my links
Can
are
I
just.
add a news story at the very end?
I would prefer not, but okay.
Okay, I'll save it for next week.
Yeah, please. We got too much, man. We got way too much. All right, Breakman, next story,
Coming
please.
to us live from Gamatsu, Blossom Tales 2, The Minotaur Prince, coming to Xbox Series, Xbox One on October 4th.
And on Game Pass. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it seems
Let
like.
me see. First launch for Switch and PC, 2022. It says Game Plus on here anywhere. Compelling main story, classic top-down action adventure, dozens of mini dungeons and caves, over 15 hours of gameplay, but doesn't say anything about Game Pass. So no.
I know. Just I was being funny there. I was trying.
I know, but there's a good chance that any game could come out on Game Pass. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, dude, I'm not a huge Xbox guy, but man, I gotta give it to that Game Pass, man. They, if you want to talk value,
it's hurting Microsoft though, because all the money they're losing from having, because they think they could buy their way into the industry, and it's not working for them.
Yeah, I know, but
the party's gonna end at some point.
No, I understand, but damn, Eric, like the Game Pass is really doing wonders. I mean that Game Pass it's pretty
really?
rollicky.
I mean,
man.
For who? For us? That's it. But
Well,
listen
to Eric. Listen to me, Eric.
I know, that's the most bitter old man shit I've
I
heard
know.
all week.
Get off my lawn,
the
Eric.
developers are basically getting killed by it too.
Well, okay, you can make that argument, but it's really good for the consumers when you can get first-party shit that's
I don't know.
Is
day
it
one.
though? Because if it
selling title.
I'm saying though, is it really though? Because of what I told you, they're gonna not be able to do it at some point.
What do you mean? You don't. I mean, look, they're obviously making money, Eric. I mean, why would they not do it?
I just got done telling you, Microsoft is losing money.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. I mean, if they're losing money, it's from other things. It's not Game Pass, man. I mean, I mean, look, I said this a long time ago, and I don't know why my fucking next link ain't. Yeah, somebody else is gonna have to do the next link, but said this a long time ago, man. Like, if you have something that's a winner, you don't just go away from it. Eventually it's gonna pay dividends.
But that's what I've been trying to tell you. Maybe at some point it won't be considered a win anymore.
Well, maybe, but I don't know. Breakman, can you do my story? I can't even pull it up on the on my computer here. It's a Gamatsu thing.
It's the Suda 51 story.
Swery. Yeah,
Swery.
Yeah, Suda 51. Yeah.
Is that how you say Swery? Yeah, coming to us live from Gamatsu. Swery 65 and Suda 51 announced 2.5D slasher film parodic action game Hotel Barcelona. I don't even know what I just said.
I don't know what you said either. But...
Action game Hotel Barcelona for PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. What is this? White Owls Inc. has announced Hotel Barcelona. How many goddamn names are there? 2.5D slasher film parodic action.
Who's the old man now complaining about words?
What are you talking about, Eric? You seem like the grumpy old guy today, not
you were
me.
being bitter and grumpy. I'm just confused.
Why? Because I have a better understanding of what might be going on and behind the scenes, and I'm concerned about where it's leading.
Eric, don't act.
You were dancing
Look,
with anger.
We all have the same bits of knowledge.
And talking about this at all is considered being cranky. Okay.
Eric, do you think that Microsoft overall is losing money right now? Do you think that maybe they're just hitting a little lull in their game division, and maybe they're not making quite a bit as money as what they're saying? I don't think they're losing money. Who reported that? What's the source?
Ooh. Okay, 4 days ago, according to this, Xbox Game Pass made $230 million revenue in 1 month.
30 in 1 month. Jesus Christ. So it's making $2 billion, and it can't afford to have some A-list games on there? Like I mean,
Like, I'm not concerned in the immediacy. It's more
Yeah.
like how much money is Microsoft willing to spend,
yeah.
and will they be doing it so often that they'll be hemorrhaging more money than they can make back?
They're not losing money, though. They're making money. That's what we're telling you.
We're trying to tell you, dude. 230 million 1 month. That's 1 month. If you
The
take
publishers are definitely making money, and if they start losing money because of Game Pass, they're going to leave, and
well, then they leave.
Microsoft's going to start losing money as a result.
Eric, you don't think that there's 15 other publishers that are waiting in line to get onto Game Pass that would love to have their game on Game Pass? They may have like some of the bigger companies step down for a second, but and maybe Microsoft needs to give up a little bit more money. But if you take half of that money out, right? Let's say your overhead cost of paying all the publishers what you agreed to, which by the way they agreed to, right, Eric? It's not like Microsoft says your game has to be on Game Pass unless it's, you know, their own stuff. They go to them and they negotiate deals. If you didn't like the deal, then you don't get on Game Pass. Big deal. Go sell your game. We'll have it on our platform. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not like look, even if you take 50% for overhead and to pay all the publishers, they're still say 75%. They're still banking money. They're still making money. Like, they're not losing any money. And if they are losing money right now, the other parts of Microsoft business is more than making up for it, whether it's PC sales or software sales or whatever. Whatever. I'm not crying for Microsoft, Eric. Let's just put it that way.
Neither. It's just that, like, well, I'm just torn on the idea of what winning might be considered.
I don't want any one of them to win, Eric. Don't get me wrong. I want the publishers and the games to win. I want us to win. But right now, you know
I'm
what?
still kind of upset about Omori's situation because
I know.
developer had to remove their game from the storefront.
Yeah, that sucks. That does sucks. There are you know.
I'm just worried that might be a trend.
Well, let's hope not. You know, but look, I'm not the biggest Xbox fan, Eric, and what I'm telling you is there's way more value in the Xbox than there is on the fucking PlayStation Plus right now. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they're losing money or getting money or whatever. I'm saying that the value for the consumers, us, is in Game Pass and not on PlayStation Plus right now. And it's something that if that continues, Sony's going to have to sell to one of the big ones, whether it be Nintendo or Microsoft. And then we'll be looking at a 2 console. And I heard rumors that Microsoft wants to buy Nintendo now. So can you imagine? I mean,
Yeah,
so
Nintendo won't
They
sell.
really shouldn't.
they shouldn't.
Nintendo won't sell. They're not going to sell to anybody.
You know what? There's been rumblings, at least from what I've heard.
If their next console comes out and it's a flop, then they'll start talking about it. But for now, like,
I wouldn't mind if Sony sells the PlayStation brand to someone else, but I don't want it to be any of the other two.
I agree. I totally agree. Hey, Breakman, I've heard nothing but great things for the Switch too, from all of my sources. So I'm excited, man. I'm hoping that it gets at least up to this generation and maybe just push it a little bit more. And then I think I'll be happy with the Nintendo system at that point as far as like and how dare you guys in chat talk about me? How dare you?
Oh, I've missed chat. What's going on?
How dare all of you? How dare all of you?
Frank's just grumpy because he needs his pins changed. Is that true, Frank?
How dare you, Breakman?
Did you miss your medication?
Why are you
He's worried about you. He says maybe you're angry.
Breakman, do not feed into this madness. I'm telling you right now. How dare you? You're just for that, Breakman, read the next story, son of a bitch.
Oh wait, what's the next story?
I can't get any of the links up.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Coming to us live from Gamatsu. Inotria?
Yeah.
Inotria?
Yeah.
The last song technical showcase trailer. Italian sauce-like. Sauce-like? What do these words mean? I don't know what I'm saying.
You're probably mispronouncing it.
It's probably true.
It's probably true.
Here we go again. Let's mispronounce this word too. Giamma Games has released the official technical showcase trailer for Italian Souls-like. Oh, I think there was a typo there. Yeah, it's supposed to be Souls-like, and they misspelled it. They got Seuss-like up there. It's supposed to be Souls-like. Okay. That's so it wasn't me, it was them.
I thought it was like shoe, like as it is a shoe chef. So like what?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Is this game about cooking now?
I was thinking like there's an Italian gaming genre called Seuss-like? What? I don't know what it is.
Breakman, come on, man. Is there anything else to that story?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Just it's Souls-like, and it'll be coming in 2024.
If I didn't say it already, Freak 5 and Scotoma are exiled. You sons of bitches.
Freak 5 is now Freak Man.
Freak Man.
We could all have characters that are based on Mega Man, the naming convention. So Frank has to change his name to Frank Man.
You're exiled, you son of a bitch. Exiled, Eric.
Ancient man.
Eric RPG, man. How dare
Ancient
you.
Man.
Breakman, you're exiled too. Everybody's fucking exiled today, you sons of bitches. Everybody on the archives, you're exiled as well. I don't think because I know you all are laughing, you sons of bitches, man. Sons of bitches, man. Fuck you all, man. I'm going to be a security guard, man. I'm walking off. I'm walking off. All right, next story, Eric.
Next story. We are with Althea, the Wrath of Aethery. What a mouthful.
Some of these titles today have been an absolute mouthful.
Okay. Anyways, counts for PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Basically everything. Publisher Neon Doctrine, developer Mars Lit Games.
Is it out for the Stadia?
Everything but that. I think the
shit.
Stadia is dead at this point.
Damn it.
And so is the Amazon Luna.
What about the PSP?
Not that.
But the Engage.
Oh, Wyland says, I didn't even do anything yet. Yeah, but I know you were thinking about it, Wyland, and don't tell me you weren't, because then you'll get a double exile, you son of a bitch.
I hate this description. It says inspired by Studio Ghibli, really? Because I looked at the artwork and I don't feel it.
Maybe in its dialogue.
In Studio Chizu, where reluctant duo Lily and Sadi must work together to survive the journey ahead. And okay, so dungeons inspired by classic Zelda games, and it seems to be that kind of game based on the pictures.
All right. Cool. Anything else, Eric?
No.
Hey, Wyland, did you see a DSP like complaining? Well, he's always complaining, but talking about how you don't play games for money. You're supposed to play them for fun. Did you hear that rant, Wyland? It was
despite the
funny.
fact that he makes money on a stream.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny as fuck, Eric. If you haven't seen it, I'll send you a link later. All right.
If I could make my playing fucking video.
I know. You'd be a millionaire, wouldn't you, Break? You there, Break? Did we lose you? What about you, Eric? Oh, yeah, we lost them all. Oh, man. Wonderful. Guilty by association, Scotoma says.
Did I just hear a sensor beep?
No, I don't know what the hell that was. Breakman, are you back?
I hear sound effects. What's going on?
That was me, my phone.
Oh.
I put it on silent, though. So
Yeah, there you go. All right, Break, next story, please.
I was from it. Comes live from Gamatsu. Instagram. Yeah, I think that's it. Instagram announces Rapid Descent RPG Go Hell Go. I like that title. Tsukioto Shiteko?
This is peak grinders right here, man.
Tsukioto shit. I had some. Tsukioto Shitiko for PS4, Switch, and PC.
Okay, awesome.
I like the first part, Go Hell Go, but that second part, oh my god, I just can't do that. But yeah, that game's been announced now, and it'll be out in 2024 in Japan. I'm guessing it's not going to come to America titled that. But, if we get it.
Yeah, I guess. Anything else on that break?
No, I'm still trying to pronounce this word. I'm looking at my head, and wow.
I can't see it, otherwise I'd try to help you with it. Break. All right, Eric, next story, please.
Trigger Heart XL for Switch has been dated, and this is a shmup game, and came out on the Xbox 360 for the Xbox Live Arcade. And it was a pretty fun game, so it's nice to see it come to other platforms.
Yeah, I can pronounce that, Breakman. It's Tsukio Shiteko. Yeah, try that. All right, anything else on that, Eric?
Damn it. Okay, I'm not trying that
again. Anything else?
This is you're an undisciplined brute, Break.
Well, no, he just gets tongue-tied, man. I can understand it because Japanese language is really, really tough to begin with, man. It's one of the hardest languages to learn. English is another one.
English is supposedly the hardest.
Yeah, one of the hardest.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not hard for Americans when all you're really doing is mimicking the language and you're not really mastering it.
Yeah, there's no mastering.
The problem with America is we have so many words that are spelled the same and mean something different, or sound the same but are spelled different and mean something different. Like, that's really confusing shit. It really is.
For sure.
Or weird arbitrary rules for certain things.
Yeah. I before E except after C. Like, really? Okay. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. All right, next story. Breakman.
What? Who?
You.
I thought I did last story. Fuck. What story we had in?
I think we're on the Earth Defense. Earth Defense.
Okay. Wait. Did you say Earth Defense?
Yeah, Earth Defense.
What?
Earth
no,
Defense.
we're not on that one yet, Frank. You're skipping me ahead. We're on this one. Comes just live from Gamatsu. Trigger Heart Excelica for Switch launches December 14th.
Didn't you do that one, Eric?
Yeah, I just did that one.
Yeah, see? You son of a bitch. Yes, he did. You son of a bitch.
Okay, goddammit. Fine. Earth Defense Force coming to us live from Gamatsu. Earth Defense Force coming to Asia in English in 2024. Really?
Breakman, this is kind of like...
Why is Asia getting an English logo?
Hey, Breakman, this is kind of like when a couple gets in a fight, right? And they come to the conclusion that they're both fucked up, you know, and you have to come to some sort of an agreement right then and there. This is that moment, dude. Like yeah, we're having a shit show, man. But I love it. All right, what else? Is that it? Break.
I don't understand. Why do the Asian version will support English, Japanese, Korean, Chinese audio, and English, Japanese, Korean, simplified Chinese, and traditional Chinese subtitles. Okay, Japanese, Korean, and Chinese makes sense, but English?
In English in 2024. That's what it says.
For Japan and Korea, English, I guess.
I guess.
Whatever, it's coming.
Maybe it's in English for them.
God. Like an old NES game.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Frank, I'm going to have to send this code to you because apparently X has made it, Elon has made it so that I cannot send invite codes to people over Twitter.
Are you serious?
He's that much of a shithead.
He can send it on my Tiki-Taki, I think.
Well, why don't you just send it to me via text message, Eric, and then I can send it to her, or, you know,
Yeah,
I mean,
that'll have to do.
Yeah, just do that. That'll be easier.
So is that second stupidest thing he's done this week?
Yeah, the second stupidest.
He hasn't done it this week. He's done it since Blue Sky has started becoming popular.
No, I was just talking about when he announced his plan.
Oh yeah, his plan. I saw that.
We're going to talk about that soon, aren't we?
I think
Probably
so.
get stinkos.
Yeah, probably. All right, next story, Breakman.
Fuck.
Izuna.
I'm lost. Okay, I got it. Comes just live from Gamatsu. Izuna, Legend of the Unemployed Ninja, Revival Izuna announcement.
He's on the unemployment line in full garb with the samurai sword. Or
Izuna's a girl.
well,
she's unemployed. Her broke ass is at the unemployment line, just waiting. Like, so have you lurked for work today? Well, I had 2 assassination assignments, but some guys beat me to them. So.
Or I had a bounty ready to go, but somebody snatched it right underneath my nose, type thing.
I mean, I had to take a shit, okay? I was gone for 5 minutes. For fuck's sake. It's ridiculous.
I heard that.
Anyways, the art style reminds me a bit of Musashi Samurai Legend, which was a terrible game, but it had nice artwork. But it's not that artwork, but it looks like that artwork.
I want to know more about the game, even if the artwork.
The game is a roguelike, and it plays a lot like Sheer and the Wanderer, and it's a little bit more forgiving though because you have to keep your levels if you die. And the idea is to get through an area that's a certain number of floors, and then you fight a boss, and like in between each of those areas, you get story stuff, and it was a humorous and fun game. I played both of them. I never beat either of them, though.
So they're that hard, then?
No, it's not that they're that hard. It's just something shiny came up, and it just never got back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They were DS games.
Yep.
So the story was a bit too long, then, maybe?
And it's just, I never got back to it. There's just some games I just haven't.
Okay, I get it.
All right, Breakman, last story, please. Hey, Slagar, welcome on in, man. Welcome.
Should have just loaded it.
I don't know if this is like a remake of the original game or if this is a new entry.
I don't know. I want to know more. Coming to us live from Gamatsu, Rushing Beat X, Return of Brawl Brothers, launches in 2024. Brawl Brothers? What?
You don't know what Brawl Brothers was?
No, I'm not familiar with that.
It was.
Beat has been scratching the brawler itch of gamers since 1992.
Scratching its balls?
On the Super Nintendo.
I heard you say scratching its balls.
Oh, this is a Jellico game.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, I remember Jellico.
Yeah, and I think they looked at Double Dragon and Turtles and Toxic Avengers. They're like, hey, we could do that too.
Yeah. All right, Eric, you have a
Who knows? It might be the best game in the series because the bar is pretty low. So who knows?
Yeah. All right. I think that's the end of news. So, Eric, do you have a bundle for us this week for homie discounts?
What the name the bundle is too is so amazing. From Indiegala, we have another R18 plus adult games bundle called the Cream Pie Bar Bundle.
Wow.
Okay, for $250 or more to get this bundle before the price increases, which is 12 hours. So you have less than a day to get on this deal at that price. But here's the 6 games you get: Neko Miko, A Secret Between You and Me, Demons, Sword, Snakes.
Uh-huh.
That's not suggestive at all.
Right.
Neither is this next one, Drink Barmaid Regression.
Oh, I really like that title, man.
and this one's called Cream Pie Sugoroku.
What is Sugoroku?
And it has a subtitle which is hilarious.
What is
terrible. I sexually harassed a rather naive girl who came to the matchmaking party, and she ended up running away. Exclamation point.
Wow.
And the last one's simply called Girls Defense, which tells me nothing about it.
Yeah. Freak 5 said, I had the big game burger from Arby's yesterday, and it was great. You know what's better? Firehouse Subs King's Hawaiian Sandwich. That's way better, Freak 5. That shit's bomb, man. I've had 3 in 2 days, man. They're really good.
They're juicy and drippy.
And drippy and good.
It's apparently a tower defense game, which I'm betting if you succeed, you get to see some titty.
Yeah, probably. What's the
cartoon movies?
Hey, Eric, are you gonna get this?
Probably. It's only $250.
Yeah, and you should tell us that if that's the reward is you get to see titty. And then the last game is what, Eric?
Girls defense.
Girls defense. So I don't know what
and
that.
it's the British spelling of defense because it's DEFENSC or
Yeah.
NCE.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to.
Oh my god! There's a little bit of that story, the cream pie story. A man who thought of mixers as an all-you-can-fuck buffet attended his first one, and surprise, he groped a girl he met there.
Slagar, come on back, man. He says, "Damn it, gotta make a beer run." All right, man. See you in a bit. All right, let's go to what we've been playing, guys.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know what you've been playing, Breakman.
A little bit of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I haven't been playing the other games as much as Starfield because it is all consuming. It needs me.
How dare you, Freak 5? You're exiled, double exiled, son of a
It
bitch.
needs me. I need to play it because it needs me to play
It needs you. Is this filling the Fallout gap for you, Breakman?
It's Fallout with like space dogfighting and shit, you know.
I saw the dogfighting. That looks interesting to me, man.
It's when you first get into it, it's like it's kind of rough the maneuvering because your ship is not good when you start with. But I've done some upgrades to it, and it's like dogfighting's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how it's supposed to be, man. When you upgrade your ship, you expect it to be a little bit better, and then you just get a little bit better, and then you as a player get better and better, and then it just kind of all, it becomes this thing where it's like it's smooth, and you feel like you're in a fucking Star Wars ship, and you're doing all that shit. That's good dogfighting, I like. What was that one game on the original Xbox? It wasn't Crimson Skies. That's it, man. That was a great game, Break, man.
Yep. I cannot believe they've not made another one.
I can't believe it either. It must not have done well at all.
I guess not. But like Starfield, like you can wander around the planet just exploring any planet. There's usually something to do on every single planet.
Yeah.
And there's thousands of fucking planets on this game. I know a lot of it's like procedural generated stuff, but it's like you still explore the planets for like foliage and the alien monsters that are on and stuff like that. And sometimes you find pirates and steal their ships.
Yeah, Wyland says Liu Kang's new era isn't being kind to Frank. I don't know what that means, Wyland, but you're exiled anyways because I know it was made with bad intentions, you son of a bitch. And it probably was
that
pretty
comes
benign.
out soon, doesn't it?
What?
Mortal Kombat 1.
I think it's out already, isn't it?
Oh, is it out now?
Yeah.
It's been out, which is why people are complaining about how crap the Switch version is.
Yeah, the Switch version looks like dog shit, man. Eric sent me a link, and I'm like, holy.
Like, how do you after 11? How do you do that badly?
I mean, it was bad. It was one of the worst ports
and
or
which
whatever.
is weird because apparently it plays well. It just looks ugly as shit.
Maybe they'll patch it. God damn, that's holy shit. That game looks like ass and a
Maybe
half.
it's just
man.
a Switch showing its age.
It could be that.
The game just looks uncharacterized.
I think they can make it look better. I think they can patch it, Break. But it look at videos of it, dude. It's really bad on the Switch, man. It's really, really bad. All right, what else you been playing, Break?
Yeah, I've been too wrapped up in Starfield to do anything else or know anything else. Like, just I love it.
I love it. I love it. All right, anything else, Break?
I don't know how I'm ever going to do anything else.
Dude, that's how I feel about Breath of the Wild.
Break, have you played No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
From what I've heard, it's basically that. But like, from people who didn't like their experience with Starfield, they said it's that but worse.
No, like that's way different. Like there's a way different feeling. Like I said, Starfield feels like Fallout.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call No Man's Sky. Like it didn't feel like a Fallout game or anything like that. But there's essentially the same thing of like exploring the planet. But in No Man's Sky, you got like that drill that allow you to drill anywhere and stuff like this, and they don't have any.
No Man's Sky. I was thinking of Outer Worlds. That's the game I was thinking of. Outer Worlds pretty good. I like Outer Worlds.
I didn't enjoy No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I didn't play it. I didn't play No Man's Sky, but I heard it got better with the patch. But Outer Worlds.
Nonsense, Kodama. You just haven't played the right games.
No, I think he's right. I think it is because I think we have to admit that.
I don't know if you'd call it a poor man's gaming machine when it's like when the Switch OLED's like $400.
No. I understand, but I know what he's saying. It's like
It's your
not.
little brother's gaming system.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like the
It's
lower.
metaphor like that as a slang.
It's not
No.
that it
The
doesn't
people
have.
that best can take use of it are the people that are just basically Nintendo.
It's not
So,
that it. Yeah,
the money to make a game look good.
it's not. It's not that it doesn't have great games because the Switch has great fucking games, man. I mean,
He's Johnny Wufei saying it can't stay at 60 and drops to 30 when you do certain moves. Yeah, I think it's a hardware issue. I just don't. Maybe they can fix the graphics.
no. The graphics are. That's what we're talking about. I know the problem with
and maybe they can fix the graphics, but still, like
the limitations. Yeah, they need to keep it at 30. They need to keep it at 30, and I don't even think it can do that. But yeah, it's outdated for sure. It's definitely outdated. But
The tech was already outdated when it launched.
Yeah, I agree.
Nintendo's whole mantra.
That's true.
Let's release a console.
That's true.
That's affordable, but also is not graphically.
I think they should go for a little bit more this next, and from all accounts they are. I heard that it's
it's going to be like PS4 Pro level, and it's going to be able to do DLSS, which is something the PS4 Pro couldn't even do.
Yeah, that's true. But I honestly I think it's going to be even better than that, Eric. I think it's going to surprise
and
people.
If the rumors about them releasing a VR machine are true, it's probably that. It's probably going to do that, and that's going to be the draw of the console more than anything else.
Well, then they better get the graphics in order. In order to make VR really, really excellent, you need to have the graphical prowess. So, I'm guessing, this is my guess, Eric, that this next Switch is going to be the best hardware console that Nintendo's ever done, and I mean that not in the sense that it's going to be just a slight upgrade from its previous gen. I think it's going to bring it up to previous gen and possibly a little bit more, with the chance to be even better. So, if anybody can do it, I know Nintendo can do it. They choose not to. But I hope they charge us maybe a little bit more, like maybe $100 more than what we're used to, and give us just a bang up console. That's what I'm hoping, and they'll make up for it big time with their first party stuff. Can you imagine?
If they're going to do that, they need to release probably in the next couple of years, because I think the Xbox and PlayStation the next round is going to be around 2007, 2008. So
2007. 2007. What are you talking about?
Or 2027. 2027 and 2028.
Yeah. No, I think it is. I think it's coming in a couple of years. Break, and I think Eric hit the nail on the head with the VR thing. But can you imagine, Breakman, playing Metroid Prime, a Metroid Prime game in VR? How fucking phenomenal that would be. That would be one of the greatest experience anybody's ever had in gaming. Period. It would be phenomenal with the sound and the ambience and a full 360 view and Metroid Prime and plus updated graphics and all that stuff. Holy fuck, that would be phenomenal. It would be great, and I would be first in line.
I wonder how hard it would be to like make the Switch version of Skyrim just have a patch to let you play it on the new Switch with VR support.
Oh my god, that would be awesome too. That would be great. Like how the Wii was two GameCubes glued. Yeah, I know. Why not like that, dude? I think they really are gonna get it right next, for sure.
I think you're asking for too much. Frank.
I don't think so, man. I think the technology is there. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, the history of Nintendo.
I know. Look,
at least like the.
But I'm saying, if ever there's an opportunity for Nintendo to do it, Breakman, it's this next generation. You know what I'm saying? Because they've always been behind in hardware, and games like Mortal Kombat 11 right now are proving the point beyond a shadow of a doubt. If they want to compete going forward, if not, they just do something similar with the next system, and then they sell to Sony or Microsoft, and then it's over. You know what I mean? Like then you can count on them to have all the great games and all that. You know what I mean? I would hate for it to be Microsoft just because I hate lack of competition, and they would kill Sony at that point with the first party lineup of Nintendo. But I mean, whatever happens. But I think this is their opportunity, and I think from what I've kind of gleaned, Breakman, and reading a lot of like stuff and talking to the people that I know, it's like I want to say it's going to be slightly better than current gen systems. That's what I'm saying. Take that for whatever whatever that means, but whatever. All right. So Eric, did you already go through what you're playing, Eric?
No.
All right, go ahead.
I just been playing more of Legend Iota. I beat it. I haven't got around to reviewing yet, and there's technically like an epilogue I still have to play, so that's another reason why I haven't. And I played a bit of Salt and Sanctuary because Liza P came out, but I wasn't quite done with Iota yet, and like I was watching a bunch of videos a couple days in a row, and I didn't have time to really dive into Iota, so I played that for a bit. And I'm at the Tree of Man, and of course it's always hard because like even if like it's weak to blunt damage, at that point in the game you can't really upgrade your weapon beyond level 4, so you're stuck doing a certain amount of damage, and he throws shit everywhere, and you basically have to bait him into punching you and then jumping out of the way, and then he does the fire, and the fire kills you pretty quickly.
That boss sucks, man. I always get to that boss.
And the dragon boss are the two worst bosses in that game.
God damn it, dude! That boss really sucks.
Aside from maybe the final boss, but the final boss is actually pretty easy at that.
You know
point,
how
as
many
long as you
times?
don't get hit.
You know how many times I fucking tried to beat that boss and couldn't do it, Eric, before I lost my save? I mean, I tried and tried and tried, and I couldn't fucking beat that boss, man. It was tough.
Played a little bit more of the Messenger, because I decided, since I played the Sea of Stars and the two games are related, I figured I'd play it on the Xbox again, because it was on sale like a couple weeks ago for like $5. I was like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't really played that this week, but played it like earlier over the weekend last week.
Cool. Wyland says, I think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom showed how far the Switch can go. No doubt, Wyland, I think you are correct on that. And as a matter of fact, Breath of the Wild chugs in a lot of places, but somebody was playing, they showed a demo.
It plays a little bit better in Tears, though.
Hold on. They were showing Breath of the Wild playing on the new Switch tech, the tech kit, whatever they call it. And it went flawlessly at 60 frames. So I'm guessing that this next system is going to be pretty robust because that game really deserved better hardware. And they're going to come up with an updated version of Breath of the Wild for sure, and probably Tears of the Kingdom too. I don't. From what Eric says, Tears of the Kingdom doesn't chug nearly as much as Breath of the Wild.
It's mainly in like the hub areas. And whenever you use Ultra Hand, that it chugs a bit.
But when a game, first party game especially, hits the limit of the system, that definitely means it's time for a new system.
Yeah, so. Yeah, and I think Tears of the Kingdom probably did that. They've reached.
I think it's funny that Liza P is called Liza P instead of Lives of Pinocchio, because even though Pinocchio is a public domain story, I guess they're so afraid of Disney suing them because something being public domain hasn't made them stop.
Fucking go ahead and sue, man. Like I could sell a Mickey Mouse merchandise, and
they probably just don't want to deal with the hassle of the
probably, but fuck, there are anti-slap lawsuits that you can do too, which means that Disney will have to pay them all of their expenses as well. So fuck yeah, go. They were punked, man. They should have called it Pinocchio.
Also. Jiminy Cricket isn't called Jiminy Cricket. He's called Gemini Cricket, even though it's spelled the same way.
Whatever. Pinocchio porn break, man. I think I've seen Pinocchio porn before.
There's 2 seasons Pinocchio break.
All right. I've been playing. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, I've been playing more of it. There's something in me tells me that I need to finish off the little side quest. So today I was messing around with it, and I found another side quest that I hadn't done. So I'm down to I think 17 side quests that I need to find or some shit. It's like, it's nothing at all. I'm just going from stable to stable and town to town just to see if I can find more quests to do and finish those off, just so I can finally put Breath of the Wild to rest and think about saving money for Tears of the Kingdom. So if anybody wants to buy me a Christmas present, then here I am. But no.
And since I'm giving away codes, Wyland, do you want a Blue Sky invite?
He might already have one, man. I don't know. I think Wyland has one. If not, Eric will give you one, Wyland, for sure.
Do you want a code break?
Break should get a code. Yeah, give it to Break.
Because I gave you one for the RPGrinders account that you made on Blue Sky, but I don't know if you're.
Oh, you can make a Breakman one too, Break, and then you could have both, just one as a backup. You know what I mean? The STD from him is Splinters.
Yeah, I agree. Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. So I just been playing a little more Breath of the Wild.
I'm gonna have to show you in the Skype chat, Break. You're gonna have to find it.
Yeah, but Breath of the Wild is great. I talked about it last week, so let's move on. Does anybody have a review before I hit the music? Eric, I don't see one for you.
No.
I don't have one. Break. Do you have one, Break?
I actually do have one.
Hold on.
RPGrinders.
Hold on to next week if you want.
No. You could do it, man. Go right ahead, Break.
I don't know how I'm gonna give Wyland this code because I can't do it on Twitter.
I think I might have. Do I have your number, Wyland? If I do, I mean, can I forward that number to Eric so he can give it to you? All right, Breakman, go ahead.
Nah, I don't feel like it.
You son of a bitch! You made me play the music, and
all right, fine, okay. So I watched this show. I didn't know much about it. I was just looking for a comedy to watch and skimming through HBO, and this show called Our Flag Means Death. It's a pirate show. It's obviously a comedy. You can tell by the title it's a comedy. And it's a rich aristocrat and back in the, I guess, the 16th century, I'm thinking, 17th century, when the pirates age was going on. Anyway, he gets bored with his life and decides to build a ship and hire a pirate crew and just kind of go out and do adventuring type stuff. The biggest problem with that is he is like a super nice guy.
Okay.
He doesn't like bloodshed or anything like that, and he runs the ship more like Michael Scott. Like he manages it like it's a business more than a pirate crew.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's over the top and funny and stuff like that.
You know, funny. when you mention like comedy pirates, for some reason I have this vision of Chris Elliott. Is that his name, Chris Elliott, the one that was in? Yeah.
Cabin Boy. Is that
Cabin Boy? Yeah. I don't know why that reminded me of that break, but it's a pretty funny movie, but nobody liked it.
There were only a couple scenes that were really, really funny, and the rest of it was like, oh my God, is this movie still on?
Yeah, it's not great. It's got a couple of funny parts. I really like Scary Movie 2 with him in it. I thought he was hilarious in that movie, but you know, I made it by hand, and he's like. It's so stupid and funny. All right.
So anyways, he's a nice guy pirate, and he's on. You know, he's got his crew, and at first they hate him, but they really like. You can tell they love him by the end of the show. It's only like 10 episodes, and I know there's a new season coming out. But his interactions with the rest of like his crew in the world, like. Every other pilot's bloodthirsty and angry and stuff like that, and he's like the super nice guy, and yeah, kind of doesn't mix in it. And the show is very, very gay. I didn't know that when I started either, so just so you know.
So what are you giving it, Break?
I give it an 8. It's a very funny show, and it's very like they have a lot of like comedy scenes, but they're also really touching moments too.
Yeah, I like that. I like when they, you know, that works really well with sitcoms. Break when you have a lot of comedy and then you have these little, you know, little moments or little storylines that are very touching. It just adds to a great sitcom. You know, I kind of like that comedy. You know, situation. A little bit of seriousness like makes the comedy all the much better.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you don't like. Yeah, I think it's a great show, but if you don't like two guys kissing, you're probably not going to enjoy it.
Yeah, Yeah.
Other than that, like, get over it, homophobes, but whatever. Um,
Break, you're funny, man.
but yeah, no, it's a really funny show, and comedy with pirates is there's not that many of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, not many. Scoma says I've been playing Pokemon X from the 3DS. Wow, that's a wow, Scotoma. Wyland says PM it on Twitch, Eric. I don't know if that'll work either.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, it did? Okay. Scotoma says, ooh, the new updates are really good on Cyberpunk 2077. I've heard nothing but good, Scotoma. I have
It's
Cyberpunk.
an actual game now.
I know, it's an actual game. I knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be good. I have Cyberpunk sitting...
I'd love to play a game called Cyberpunk, which is all about hockey.
all about hockey. Yeah, like a Cyberpunk hockey scenario. I have Cyberpunk sitting here, Scotoma. I'm going to get to it at some point for sure. I'm excited for that. You can tell the difference. That's good. That's really good. Okay, cool. Nobody else has any reviews, so let's go to everybody's favorite segment.
What is it?
Stinko of the week.
Breakman, you're Stinko of the week. I know you have a few.
All right, let me see. Where should I start? Should I start with the police? Okay, I'm gonna go with the police first. Just when you think police can't be any more despicable, other than like murder. I mean, just with their words, they can't be more despicable. There was an 11-year-old girl that was raped. She was sexually assaulted online. Somebody tricked her into sending nude pictures. She's 11 years old. So you know what the cops' reaction when they got there was? The cops said, well, you could be arrested for sending pornography, young lady. Stuff like
really?
that.
Really?
Yeah, they came down hard on the victim.
Nice. Very nice.
Lucky for the father, though, all of it was caught on his doorbell, on his door cam. The stupid cop didn't notice it, I guess, when they were just berating this kid for sending child porn.
Wow.
This kid was fucking victimized, and you attacked the kid? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Holy hell. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And the cops are, of course, reviewing the situation.
Yeah.
And maybe she'll be suspended or something like that, whatever. I call bullshit on it.
Maybe. No, they'll put her on administrative leave, Breakman, and then, she'll not have anything happen to her at all, ever, because that's the way it works.
Yeah.
But...
then my next Stinko goes to the Mike DeSwine and his takeover of Ohio, and specifically the school board. And this is kind of telling. He's taking their new laws that they instated, the Republicans, they've taking away the elected school officials, so we elect them here. They're taking those away, and they're putting all the power in the governor's office. So he's going to get control. And he's renaming it to this. This is really telling. It's going to be from the, find what the original name is. The Ohio Department of Education is going to be renamed to the Department of Workforce and Education.
Workforce.
In other words, we're going to be going to soon, like they're going to be lowering the laws for child labor in the state.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bertie was just talking about that. Like, they allow 15-year-olds to work at her work, and she said the 15-year-olds just aren't working out. They're not working out because, first of all, I think, what are they considered? Still millennials, Breakman? Like that whole generation of kids.
Gen X.
Gen X.
Not Gen X. Zoomers. Gen Z.
They're Gen Zers now? I thought that Gen Z was like
millennials. The oldest millennials are my age.
Okay, so it's not millennial. It's
And if you go 10 years beyond that, it's Zoomer at that point.
Okay, Zoomer. But then there's something else after that. But that generation, the latest generation, is probably the most entitled generation of all. I heard stuff like, they don't want to go to work and all this, and this is just anecdotal evidence and all that, but in Bernie's case, it's true. Every 15-year-old that she's hired, and there have been a series of them, so it's not just one instance, They hardly ever show up for work. When they do show up for work, they don't want to work. They don't listen. They have all the problems that a kid has, right? So it's no fault of the kid.
One, they're young and immature. Two,
right.
They've got school life balance that they have to balance. You really want to throw a job into the mix?
That's what I'm saying, Eric. Let me finish. So for me, I'm looking at the situation like yeah, you want to. I know the reason why they want to reduce the working age, because it's hard. It's really hard to find workers that will work for the wages that are being presented right now. You get a naive teenager that just wants to have fucking mall money or fucking money to spend on Amazon or video games or whatever, and that works for a short time. But then even these kids are realizing that they're worth more. Everybody is worth more. You know what I mean? Like, everybody is worth more than the piddly wages that are being peddled right now. Everybody is worth more.
Of course, Scotoma's going to complain about that.
What?
Russell Brand being a piece of crap.
Well, I mean, unless the allegations...
And him thinking as a vitriol that's justified.
Well, I haven't searched any stuff on Russell Brand, but I'm going to presume he's innocent until proven guilty, Eric. I'm not one of these, court of public opinion guys. I want to see fucking evidence before, because there's been a lot of stuff that, has come out that, like the Johnny Depp thing. Everybody thought Johnny Depp was the biggest piece of shit, and then they go to court under deposition. Johnny Depp loses millions upon millions of dollars from Disney. Because of Amber Heard, and then look what happened. The trial came out, and he was completely exonerated, and it was her fault. She was the problem, So I don't get into that. I don't want to get into that until we know more. I'm not gonna make any accusations, or I learned my lesson already, man. I've through public opinion, I've formed opinions that were just completely wrong, and I don't, I want to wait on that, but. No, what I was saying is, look, even at Bernie's work, I'm going to tell you guys, like, the starting wage there is $13.25 plus tips. It's a sub shop, and they get away with and the minimum wage is like higher than that where she is, but they get away with it because they say it's a tip-based business, because they put on their little credit card screen a screen that says tips. Would you like to give a tip? 10, 5, 10, 15, whatever, custom, whatever. So that's how they get away with paying people way less. They rely on the consumer, which is already paying a premium for these sandwiches, to give a little bit of extra to the employees that work there. It's really, really fucking sad. And you know what? Bernie is the general manager there, and she's sorely underpaid, like big time underpaid there. And it's like, it's really sad. She had an offer at Pizza Hut that she turned down that would have paid her upwards of $72,000 a year, and she turned it down to go to a different restaurant, and that restaurant ended up screwing over, and now she loves where she's at. It's just the wages aren't where they should be at all, like at all, and it's really sad when you have to turn to child labor. That's what I'm saying. And it's more and more it's going to that, 15-year-olds, and next thing you know, the southern states will say 14 and 13, and next thing you know, your kids will be working instead of going to school to make ends meet for everybody. And is that what anybody wants? The answer is no.
I understand, like, kids getting experience, like getting a job and working. Like, I had a lot of jobs as a kid, but the problem was, like, by the time I turned 18 and was going to college, I needed the job to pay for school. I had to work. I'm working 40 hours as an 18-year-old going to school full time.
Yeah, and that's wrong.
Yeah, like, that's when you're getting an education. There's no reason you shouldn't be so broke that you have to work a 40-hour job.
Yeah,
you should be getting education.
Yeah, I agree. Scotoma. Yeah, see, Scotoma's saying here. I'm pretty sure from what I've heard that he's guilty, but for them to use it like blackmail is what's messed up. Both things can be true, Scotoma. The fact that he's guilty and, that they're using it as blackmail. I see your point, Scotoma. He wasn't saying that Russell Brand wasn't guilty. He's just saying that the way that they use it as blackmail, like wait till the final second to do it, is what what he's saying, and I agree. I totally agree with that, Scotoma. That's a good point. You have to, give good points when they're made. So no, I agree. What else you got to break?
Okay. So the gerrymandering we've talked about in Ohio. Oops, I had the story loaded. I've talked many times about in Ohio, and I'll give you a numbers description of how badly they've gerrymandered the state. Before Mike DeWine took over, this was a solid purple state. Before all the gerrymandering happened, and I can tell you it's not as bad as these numbers. They have rebalanced it to give the Republicans in the Senate a 23-10 advantage over Democrats, and in the House a 62-37 advantage. They're saying that 3/4 of this state is Republican, basically, and that's just not even close to true.
Like Kasich did some stupid crap, but he's not DeWine.
I'm going with the swine from now on.
The swine. Yeah. Wow, Breakman.
It's just that they are blatantly cheating, and they're like I said last week, they're stalling it because it's been our Supreme Court has said no, this is not illegal. This is not legal. You have to redo it, and they're like, no, we're just we'll do it, we'll redo it, and they don't, or they delay it, and then they.
Why aren't there sanctions? Why aren't there sanctions? That's the problem.
I don't know. What they're trying to do, what they're doing, and they're going to win, is they're just delaying it until the next Supreme Court session, where they're going to have a full. It'll be fully Republican court, fully in their control, and then they're going to get the approvals for the gerrymandering. So.
I hate the two-party system, which is really a one-party system. I've talked ad nauseum about it.
It's the donor system. It's whoever's paying the most money system.
Oligarchs and corporations. That's what it is. It's an oligarchy and a corporatocracy. That's what it is.
Where how the riches can get away with getting multiple fines.
Yeah, I think Scotoma said in chat that this what did he say here? Let me go back in chat. There was something that he said that was actually pretty profound. Hold on, and then I'll get to Freak Fives. That the government just needs to be redone, and the public school system has failed us. It didn't used to be that way, Scotoma. I can remember when the public school system here was really good.
The problem is, and I was saying in chats, more and more people have taken the money that's come from the federal government to go into the states for the money for the public schools. Yeah, they've taken that money and siphoned it off to everything else. Money that's supposed to be going to public schools. I know in Ohio especially, millions of it, the majority of the federal tax dollars coming into Ohio go to things outside the public schools, and they're supposed to be all going to the public schools.
And it's been going on since I've been alive.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember when I went to school, I had to pay for school lunches.
Yeah. Well,
it's getting worse.
I didn't because I was
now kids have to buy their own supplies.
Yeah, see, that I was just about ready to say when I went to school, which was in this fucking Stone Age, I realized that.
Buy your school textbooks, even though the
damn it, Frank! Quit beating us to the punch.
I know, I beat you guys to the punch. But when I was going to school, I got all my books and all my pens and papers and pencils and compasses and whatever the fuck else I need. That I didn't have to pay for it. And that's a burden on the parents that shouldn't be on a burden on the parents. You know what I mean? What is the government if not to take care of its people, young and old? You know what I mean? Young, middle, and old. That's the way it should be. We should, at an early age, we should have a robust public education system that provides us with the tools. Whether now it's like computers and all the updated technology and all that shit. We should be able to take our kids to school and it cost us zero money, and the food needs to be free as well for everybody. I don't give a fuck if they're rich or poor or whatever. Kids are kids. And also the food needs to be better, because that's one thing. When I went through
oh my god, food was terrible.
It was terrible when I was a kid. It was bad. And it wasn't super.
It was either unhealthy or just untasty or both.
Yeah, it's essentially both. You get a little square piece of pizza, and probably corn or something with it. That didn't go with the pizza, but
right. So
that pizza had been sitting overnight and shit.
But like I said, I mean, when I was growing up, at least I didn't have to go to school hungry. You know how many kids go to school and they can't afford to pay for their fucking lunch, and their parents can't afford it. I mean, that's sad. You got two parents. Sometimes it's one, but a lot of times two parents that are working two full-time jobs just to make ends meet, and they can barely afford their kids' lunch. That's sad. That's sad to me. And there's nobody, Republican or Democrat or Independent or Green Party or whatever the fuck party you're from, should ever think that a kid should go to school hungry. Ever, 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 ever. I don't care how rich you are. You know, the rich could just think of it as a benefit. I don't have to pay for my kids' food. You know, I mean, it's just stupid though how we think in this country. We think just because we can afford it that others shouldn't have those privileges. You know, that's just such a dumb mindset. I'll get to you in just a second, Breakman. I know you got more. Freak 5 says...
No, that's actually, I'm done with
Oh, that's it? Okay. Freak 5 says, my stinko, middle school student, little black preteen, went to a sleepover, got beat up by the other girls, all white. Then they left her on the side of the road with a concussion. Parents at the sleepover claimed to have not heard anything in a trailer, and they didn't see them carrying her out of the trailer. That is sketchy, man. That's girls videotaped it, sent it to the black girl's boyfriend, so it got sent around the school. It was a bunch of black girls doing the same to a white girl. I wouldn't have left race out of the story either. No, I agree, Freak Mike. I mean, it's sad either way. It doesn't matter, but I think he was just making it, talking about it just to clarify everything. You know, that's all. Some of the kids confronted the mother of the kid who lived at the trailer, and the mother started swinging on them. Wow. When one race targets another race, especially a minority, you can't just ignore that. It could be. I mean, most likely, Freak 5. Wyland says DSP has ruined the word robust for me. I agree, Wyland. He's dumb. All right. Let's move on here. Eric, did you have a stinko? I think this is from last week, man.
No, those are new.
Oh, they're new. Okay, go ahead.
The Activision Blizzard King merger is more or less going to happen. There's just
what a
one
shock.
final thing that they need to do to convince CMA that they'll accept the deal that Microsoft has proposed, and that's asking people whether or not, or people within the industry, whether or not this is a good thing. And if they get enough nays, maybe they'll reject it, and then it won't happen. But yeah, just another more consolidation is not good.
Yeah, I agree. What else you got?
Also, I'm kind of worried what will happen to the Microsoft xCloud if they have to agree, if they agree to CMA's terms and give the cloud tech over to Ubisoft. Are they going to lock it behind Ubisoft Plus and make me have to pay for that?
Yes, is the answer to that.
And yeah, which I don't want to, because I like the idea of cloud saves just being a thing I don't even have to pay for, even without Game Pass.
Get ready for it. Get ready for it. What else?
Either that or just Ubisoft will have a separate tier just for the cloud saving. But it's still gross. And I'd be supporting a company that continues to not protect its workers.
Ubisoft is pretty bad too.
Yeah. Anyways, the Right Stuff is closing in October because Crunchyroll is shutting it down, and all the stuff that was on that site is going to go to the Crunchyroll store. But the problem with Crunchyroll's store is that people have complained about Right Stuff's prices, and Right Stuff kind of offset this by having sales. But like now, Crunchy, you could buy stuff currently that's on the Right Stuff for less than what Crunchyroll's offering currently. So either they adopt the old Right Stuff pricing model, which they probably won't, or like any of Nozomi's stuff is apparently Nozomi Entertainment as a whole isn't going to be affected by this, but them having to sell their merchandise on their competitor's platform, like I mentioned earlier, is just weird and wrong. But not good. So again, the negative effects of this buyout.
I think we're in the midst of capitalism on the final death knell. I think I'm
gonna complain about more capitalism. The Unity developers CEO attempted to charge devs with a licensing fee, essentially, of like 20 cents per install. That's how it was at first, and then they had to walk it back, and it's still not great because there's still a lot of stuff that's unclear, but it's not going to be nearly as egregious as they originally proposed. But that would have affected a lot of developers very negatively because if you got too successful, then you wouldn't be anymore because you'd have to pay them money.
I saw that.
So you wouldn't be able to profit, so that would ruin developers.
Doesn't Unity just charge for a license at first? That should be the end of it. You charge for a license and then you're done. That's it. You know? But they're greedy. That's what I'm saying. I think we're in the final stages. I know it's been talked about for a very long time. The end of capitalism, the downswing of capitalism, whatever.
So I've got one article here that links to the original post that they were proposal that they were going to do, and the resolution for that. And it's just John Riccitello. I think he used to be at like EA or something, and then he became the CEO of the company that made this game development engine.
Scotoma, I see it a lot still, and I'm a person of color.
But yeah, they basically burn bridges, and a lot of developers are pulling their projects off of Unity.
Yeah, I think
they won't come back probably.
What's the alternative to Unity?
You can either make your own engine, or you can use something like Godot. Or RenP if you're doing a visual novel.
Well, I mean, good for the...
Or you can use Game Maker.
Good for the competitors of Unity. You know, I mean, that's all I can say because that's some bullshit. I mean...
Well, like now I'm worried whether or not games like Silksong are going to be delayed yet again because they probably just don't even want to touch it now.
Yeah. All right, mine is the Menendez indictment. I'm calling a spade here. Menendez is a very high-ranking Democrat. He's a piece of shit, and he needs to fucking go. They all need to fucking go, in my opinion. But this is just the tip of the iceberg with corruption in Washington. You know, when Trump was talking about drain the swamp, that's what resonated with a lot of people. Do you remember that, guys? Drain the swamp. He didn't end up doing it.
The problem is he quote unquote drained the swamp from alligators and filled it with piranha.
Yeah, exactly. That's okay. Good point. I understand that, but there was a reason why Donald Trump resonated with so many people. Breakman. It's because of shit like this. Okay, hang on, Bernie. It's because of shit like this.
The two-party system. When somebody in your party does something wrong, you rally to defend them.
100%. And the Democrats are. Well, we gotta wait and see. Did anybody read the indictment for Menendez? Did you guys at all?
No.
I did.
I have honestly not been paying enough attention.
I did.
No, I've been more focused on Ohio's problems lately.
Yeah, I did. I read it, and I was going to be a lawyer, so I'm not saying that I am a lawyer or anything like that, but from what I read, this is
a Cayman lawyer.
Hold on, Eric. Let me finish this, dude, please, because I lose my train of thought and then it's over. I go on to the next thing. So I read it, and it's as solid as a case as I've seen. I've read some of the Trump indictments, and they're really solid as well. Trump is going to jail, or at least he should, and if he doesn't, then there's something. If he's found guilty, I don't want to get it. I don't want to put the cart before the horse. Fucking ridiculous. Sorry, we had a little break in the action there in the chat, but just for some reason the internet's doing crazy things today. So the Menendez indictment's definitely a stinko. Fuck that guy. He needs to go. There's something wrong with the goddamn electricity in this house, and because every time, and it's not specifically when I plug in my car, but it's just one more thing. Like if you plug in anything extra, the lights start flickering, or they cut the breaker. So I don't know if it's I don't need to replace the whole breaker system. I'm thinking it just needs to be reworked so that it's not overloading that particular breaker. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot going there. And then Elon Musk is a piece of shit for wanting to charge for Twitter per month.
Yeah. Like
So
if he's on a mission to kill Twitter. Like he's trying to do everything he can to end it.
yeah,
And
and
that'll do it.
this'll do it. I agree with you, Breakman, because
tank it and then try to sell it and try to make the money back he lost.
No,
by trying to
he'll-
buy it in the first
That's
place.
actually exactly what he's doing.
no, he's gonna try to sell it. He's gonna try to recoup a little bit of it because there's no way he's gonna get anywhere near 40 billion for Twitter. He'll get like
I don't know. He might sell it to like some foreign country that's
no,
willing to pay.
no,
right?
not a chance. There's
I don't know, man. Saudi Arabian princes pay a lot of
Go
money.
ahead and sell it. I mean, if he charges that, everybody's gonna
At
everything
least
from
he'll run it better than he did, probably.
probably. But check this out. I will leave if they start charging on Twitter, and so will millions and millions of people leave Twitter. We were just talking about Blue Sky earlier. It seems like old Twitter to me. I was on there. I mean, there's not enough people there yet because they haven't.
And I can't figure out how to post videos, and I can't share it to like links to stuff that's been posted on there from my phone yet because it doesn't really recognize the platform.
I think what they're doing is they're waiting until they get enough people, Eric, and they'll slowly roll out features, which is normal. I mean, it's kind of like in a beta type situation, maybe even alpha. I don't know if they're in the beta stage yet, but for the look of it, it feels to me a lot like Twitter. You know what I mean? So to me, that's a good alternative. There are other alternatives out there, but man, it's Twitter. Twitter is just on its way out, man. If they do that, it's over, and that's it. You know. Let's move on
I think the best you can do for videos is just like paste the embed link, and then you'll have to click the link to look at it.
Yeah. All right, Eric, we got to move on here to the lighter side.
Dude, what does my tattoo say?
Sweet of the week.
All right, Breakman, your Sweeto of the week.
I've actually got a couple.
All right.
Let me see here. One goes to, and I'm trying to load up the stories right now. We talked earlier about food in schools and stuff like that.
Yes.
Well, this one I thought was pretty nice. There was a story that went out earlier, and this part's not the nice story, but a school put out. I'm trying to find their promotion. What it said. Their exact promotion. Well, they put out a promotion saying that on Fridays we're going to have this ice cream party, and it's going to be $1 to attend, and nobody can lend anybody $1 if you're passed in it. If you build up like a bill or something like that in your school funds. God damn it! Why can't I find this post? It was on Twitter. Anyway. So they put that up, and they got a lot of shit on from the media and stuff like that. But they also got a response from a local ice cream parlor, a woman who owned it. I'm trying to find her name right now. She, Miss Jade Soul. Solfond? Is that? Oh, it's Sol. Wait, is that her?
What? So what?
I'm confused.
Solando?
Yeah, I'm confused what her name is now at this point. Anyway, she bought the debt for all the kids.
That's great. I mean,
Yeah.
it sucks that she has to do that, but man, good for her. Good for her. But see, this is a feel-good story, Breakman. But why are we at this point?
But it shouldn't have happened type story.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are we at this point? We're at this point where it's like the GoFundMes. That you feel good when somebody gets fully funded for their cancer treatment, right? That's fucking awesome. I'm happy. You know, but fuck, man, why are we at this point? You know, we have to rely on everybody else to man, the government is worthless. It's fucking worthless.
Yep.
It's
No, I
fucking
mean, they
worthless.
take all the money and they send it back to the big businesses and all their tax breaks and everything else. So anyway, yeah, Miss Jade is her name. Soul Food is the name of her store. That's why I was confused. And my second Sweeto goes to, again, something that started out as terrible, ends in good news for everybody. There's a place in Texas, shocking, this is Texas, a city called Coffee City. They have a population of roughly 250 people.
Yeah, I was gonna cover this story break, man, but this is good. This is really good.
They have this is just Sweeto for yours. I'm sorry.
No. It's not my Sweeto, but I'm aware of this. I was gonna cover it on my other channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, this city has a population of 250 people. It's like an hour north of Houston or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's notorious as a speed trap. The reason being is this city of 250 people has a police chief that hired 50 police officers.
Yep.
50 cops were 250 people.
Yep.
For every 5 people, there's a fucking cop.
I think they brought in like something like $1.5 million in traffic revenue.
And just in 2022, they made over $1 million. Just in 2022. From traffic cops and stuff like that. And a lot of these cops were found to be rejected from other police departments for committing various crimes. So we had an out-of-control police chief and hired a bunch of out-of-control police. And the city council's finally had enough with it, and they fucking fired his ass, and they shut the police station down.
Good. Good.
The city officials canned the chief and deactivated the police department. Yeah.
Great. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, what more needs to be said, Breakman? That's fucking awesome.
Skodom was looking for RTSs, and I just remembered one that came out recently. It was based on the Aliens license. It's called Aliens Dark Descent.
Oh, okay.
You might be interested in that.
There you go. Alien Dark Descent?
Aliens Dark Descent.
Aliens Dark Descent. Okay, cool. Anything else, Breakman?
No, that's enough. I mean, a fired police chief and somebody spending their hard-earned money to help kids, you know.
Great stories. I like that. Break that does
also,
break
there's
up.
the Total War series.
Yeah. Freak5 says, my Sweeto, I took today and Monday off, so I have a long weekend. And here's a really good Sweeto, guys. Check this out. Skodoma says, my Sweeto is my son with epilepsy didn't have a mall seizure for a little over 2 months when he would normally have them once or twice a week. That is awesome, Skodoma. Is he taking CBD by chance? Because that sounds like a CBD case, like where you give a person with seizures or an older person with Parkinson's or certain things of that nature. I don't know. Does CBD work for your son, Skodoma, or are you on different medications, or what's going on there? That's really good. Another Sweeto, while door dashing, Freak5 says, I saw a dog with a service animal vest in the middle of the street, so I stopped my car. I've read that if you see a service dog alone, to follow it because it might be trying to get help for its human. Whoa. This dog was more interested in getting into my car. I checked her tags, and she has a phone number on it, so I was able to get her home. No one was in trouble. Well, that's good. That's nice, man. Very nice of you, Freak5. That's really cool. Those are good stories, man. See, I like to balance the stinkos with the Sweetos, man. And my Sweeto finally is Bernie finally gets 2 days off in a row.
No, I don't. I gotta go to work.
You gotta go to work after this.
I gotta go to work.
Why you gotta run Sweeto?
Why did you have to? Thanks for ruining my Sweeto, Bernie.
Sorry. I'm really pissed off right now.
I know you're pissed. You've been after. We gotta continue on here. We gotta get this done, I guess, because I gotta get Bernie to work apparently.
That sucks.
Let's go. It does suck. Let's go to our free for all, guys. Suck it. Okay, let's.
Can anything else possibly go right today?
Oh, fuck, man. I mean, it's been a day, Breakman, hasn't it?
I do have good news.
What's the good news?
Your niece may be moving out in a week.
Oh, that's fucking great news. I don't know what that was, guys, but I think we just both had orgasms at the same time. Okay. Free for all.
Is over. I'll see you guys later.
Let's do this, guys.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Let's do this, guys. Let's finish off this tourney so we can have next week just as a total free for all.
Okay, cool. We're gonna start with the people. With we have the Ronald McDonald, the Roninator, the Ronald Reagan, versus the Chef Boyardee. This is actually a real guy, and he's a real chef, and
A real good guy.
Ronnie the Clown is not real. He is just an actor. So
Yeah.
Frank, you can start this one.
I'll start it. You know what? The conventional wisdom says Ronald McDonald is one of the greatest mascots, if not the greatest mascot of all time, based on sales and all that type of shit. But you know what? I'm going with the underdog on this one. Chef Boyardee, I said, was the dark horse to win this whole thing, so I'm going with Chef Boyardee.
Ooh, Eric?
Chef Boyardee.
Oh, wow.
Holy
Mine
shit.
not even needed. The chef is going to move on.
What did you pick, Break, just out of curiosity?
I was leaning on, I didn't know, actually. I was going back and forth on it.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Ronnie's he's got all those friends and stuff, and he's got this long legacy.
Yeah. The friends are what makes that whole aura of goodness, you know. But on his own, is he? I don't know. Anyways, but
he's got the Ronald McDonald house. I mean,
yeah,
the
well,
Nuggets
that's true.
aren't invited to that shit. Grimace isn't allowed in there.
Oh, he isn't? Jesus.
No, he's not allowed in Ronald McDonald house. He's an asshole.
Ooh, Freak 5 makes a great point, man. He says, you know
why
what?
did they sell the Grimace shakeout? Because he felt sorry for him still?
No, I'm being an ass.
Freak 5 says, you know what mascot Break left out that might have won?
Oh, yeah, they don't sell them anymore.
The Playboy Bunnies. You're probably right, Freak 5. It wouldn't have been close, man. I mean, that's why he left them off.
Pick just one, right? Like, if I just did all of them, then it absolutely isn't fair. But who would I pick, though? Like Marilyn Monroe, Jenny McCarthy, something newer?
If you just say, Karen McDougal, wow, there's a lot. There's a
see, we'd have to do that as a whole bracket by itself.
Oh shit, but I don't know. Eric might not be too familiar with all these people.
I wouldn't be too familiar with all of them either.
I would. I would. I'm intimately familiar with all of them, Breakman, if you know what I mean.
This show needs to end now.
Oh.
All right, let's continue. Come on, man. We got to finish this.
Okay, next we have the Scrubbin' Bubbles versus the Kool-Aid Man. Ooh, yeah, that Kool-Aid Man just made those Scrubbin' Bubbles come in, and they're going to fix that shit right up. Eric, you start this now.
Okay, Kool-Aid Man.
Kool-Aid Man. Ooh. Yeah, I like the Scrubbin' Bubbles. Kool-Aid Man's really iconic, but Scrubbin' Bubbles clean your house, and Kool-Aid Man wrecks it. I'm going with the Scrubbin' Bubbles.
Holy shit!
Frank, it's on you. You gotta choose the tiebreaker here.
Oh, this
I'm
is
fine
so
with
tough.
either one, honestly.
This is really tough
because it's helpful, and Kool-Aid Man's a dick. That's my thought.
You gotta be sugar high.
You know what? Good point, Eric. But I think I'm going to go the opposite direction just because of that. It gives you diabetes, which Wilfred Brimley should have been on this list as well, by the way. But because he was like the big time diabetes society mascot / spokesperson. They call him spokesperson, but they're really mascots. But like Jamie Lee Curtis with Activia, type thing.
Or Gruff Mc.
This one's really tough, man. I'm teetering. All right, you each make your argument, and I'll decide. Another point for Kool-Aid Man, Breakman.
I've made a lot of points. I think it'd be only fair Eric just goes here.
Eric, another point for Scrubbin' Bubbles. What else can you say about Scrubbin' Bubbles?
I rooted for Scrubbin' Bubbles. He rooted for the Kool-Aid Man.
They're not really advertised anymore, but they still use them in the actual packaging. But they get your stuff clean, so that's all you can really say.
It's Kool-Aid Man then. You weren't too convincing, Eric. Sorry. It's Kool-Aid Man. Breakman made a very compelling argument. You see how down the middle I was right there, guys? I gave both.
I don't understand what just happened.
What, Kool-Aid Man won?
I know, that was his pick. I
Oh,
said
wait.
Scrub and Bubbles. That's why I don't understand.
Oh,
what
you
just
did? Okay,
happened.
my bad. Scrub and Bubbles moves on because
No, it's
no,
too
no, no,
late.
no, no.
Man,
I take it back. Scrub
No
and Bubbles.
takebacks, Frank.
Scrub and Bubbles because you made a more compelling argument.
I
Breakman.
don't know. If we're gonna come back to this one because I'm not sure what
Scrub
the
and
fuck you're
Bubbles.
at.
I'm voting Scrub and Bubbles. Period. There you go.
Like I said,
All
I
right,
was fine
this
with
one might be a
either
little
one.
harder.
I
We have
thought I got confused. I thought Eric was the Scrub and Bubbles person.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Scrub and Bubbles moves on.
So I'm sitting there listening, like, what? What? No, he's tanking my argument.
Jen
Oh,
Wow
no.
is exiled. Jen Wow, how dare you? I can't call you a son of a bitch because you're too sweet and nice, but you're close, Jen. How dare you?
We have two animals here. One animal meant joy and happiness for kids. The other meant joy and happiness for adults. Jeffrey the Giraffe versus Spuds McKenzie. I'm gonna start this one out. I mean, it's good to be a Toys R Us kid, and Giraffe wasn't on for a long time, where Spuds was just like a year. But he was so fucking cool. Like, he was surrounded by
Fuck
women.
yeah, I want to go to Toys R Us and play video games. I'm voting for
Yeah,
Jeffrey.
it's true. I could play free games at Jeffrey's place. But then again, I bought a Virtual Boy at Jeffrey's place too. So I should play against him.
And you overpaid for almost everything at Jeffrey's place,
Well, I
Breakman.
bought the Virtual Boy on clearance, but still probably overpaid for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start this one out. And Spuds was only a year, but like he was the coolest thing around when he was that year. I'm still gonna go with Jeffrey Giraffe.
You'd have to go to KB's if you wanted to buy all the weird video games for the PC.
Yeah. I mean, Jeffrey is like, for kids, like he's really memorable. Like he'd give you a key and you could open your castle and all that bullshit, and get a shitty prize. It was always like a paddle ball or something stupid, you know?
Like, I remember going into KB once and seeing a PC port from Metal Gear, but like it was like I think it was for the Commodore 64 and been out for quite some time or something, and it looked nothing like the NES game, and except for a few visual cues, but like it was. It was clear that it was an import because I don't think they sold that in the U.S.
Yeah, we got to move on here, guys.
KB Toys were like the most packed store in the and like in the mall. You know
I know.
What I mean? Like it was just wall to wall everything.
Yeah, it was I mean, you couldn't find anything in that store, man. It sucked.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start. Jeffrey Giraffe is my choice because he brought joy to the kids. Fuck kids, but yeah, Jeffrey Giraffe. Frankie next.
I'm going with Spuds McKenzie because if I don't, Bernie will kill me. So she's a big time fan of bull terriers, so it's Spuds. And Jen, you're gonna get exiled. I'm just telling you. Freak 5 has already been exiled, and I think Scotoma got exiled too. And by proxy, Wyland got exiled too. So it's up to Eric then, right? Break.
Yep.
Jesus,
I
Jen.
said something, and then you said the other thing, and now it's.
I thought I already told you I vote for Jeffrey.
Okay, the giraffe moves on. I'm just gonna call him the giraffe because that's like his mafia
But
name.
you get fucked.
The giraffe.
Yep. Don't fuck with the giraffe, man. You put a hit on you and it's done. Okay, next we have the 4D Doublemint twins versus the man, the most interesting man in the world. Frank, you can start this one out.
This is a tough choice because the most interesting man once went up against the Doublemint twins, and he made 4 sets of Doublemint twins after he met them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the Doublemint twins were in a fucking Friday the 13th movie, man. I can't go against the Doublemint twins, man. I'm picking Doublemint twins over the most interesting man.
Eric?
I'm a fan of the lady, so yes. Same.
So you're going with the twins too? Oh my god, I can't believe it. The most interesting man in the world isn't going to win. I would have voted for him because, I mean, fuck. Even the twins would have voted for him.
I know that's true, man. But I mean, this is my vote, not their vote, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I'm just saying.
I know.
All right.
Sad.
Did we decide on Scrubbing Bubbles versus Kool-Aid Man? Who won that one?
Scrubbing. It's
The
Scrubbing.
Bubbles one? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. All right. Next, we have the Scrubbing Bubbles versus Chef Boyardee. Eric, you can start this now.
Scrubbing Bubbles.
I am. Scrubbing Bubbles are cute. I'm going to go with the Chef. I'm going with the
You
Chef.
son of a bitch. You just had to do it, didn't you?
Yeah,
Blackman?
I mean, he's a real life nice guy, and you don't get very many of those in capitalist society as far as the business owner goes. And yeah, I mean, I remember as like a kid, like there were rumors like they'd misspelled his name, like it was racist and stuff like that. No, like he spelled it differently
Wyland is
because
exiled, you son of a bitch.
because people couldn't pronounce his name. He spelled it differently.
Yeah.
I mean, he was.
Oh man, Breakman.
So it's on you, Frank. And then of course the Scrubbing Bubbles. I mean, they clean your bathroom. Nobody wants to fucking clean their bathroom.
You know,
They come in and they do it, and they're like done in how long was the commercial? 30 seconds.
you are
They get
right.
your goddamn bathroom done in 30 seconds.
Breakman, you are right, right? Like who wants to clean the bathroom, right? But here's my logic. I'm gonna pick Scrubbing Bubbles for this reason and this reason only. Scrubbing Bubbles make cleaning the bathroom the easiest task of all tasks in your household chores. Think about it. You have to wash dishes if you have to wash dishes by hand, but even if you don't, right? You have to load those dishes into the dishwasher, right? So that's a lot of physical labor. If you have to mop, or if you have to vacuum, or if you have to even throw the trash, like it's no big deal, right? It's a one thing and done deal. It's not that heavy. You can throw the trash, but it's kind of a pain in the ass if you're upstairs and you have to go all the way downstairs. Laundry, I have to go all the way to the basement. But the Scrubbing Bubbles, dude, you fucking spray those Scrubbing Bubbles all the way around your tub, and then you come back to it, let's say a couple minutes later, like 4 or 5 minutes later, and all you do is throw on your shower, and you just take that shower head, go all the way around the shower, and you've got a perfect tub. It is, the Scrubbing Bubbles are some of the most amazing cleaning things on the planet, and you set a point, Breakman, that worked against you. They are really cute. When I look at Chef Boyardee, and he's one of the greatest human beings ever, probably. But
well, I wasn't going that far. I'm just saying, it's like as far as like a business owner.
but just look at him and look at the Scrubbing Bubbles, and tell me that the Scrubbing Bubbles aren't the cutest little things. They are fucking cute, and they work hard, and they make you work less, and I'm all for it. Scrubbing Bubbles moves on.
Wow, Scrubbing Bubbles moves on. Next, we have the Double Mint Twins. 4 sets of boobs versus one very long-necked giraffe, the giraffe. He'll put a hit on you if you don't vote for him, just so you know. Eric, you start this one off. I mean, he's that's his mafia name. The giraffe.
Double Mint Twins.
How dare you, Jen?
Not even thinking about it. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the Double Mint Twins, yeah, but...
Plus, that song was kind of catchy, too, right?
Yeah, I know. I am going to go the giraffe, so Frank gets to choose.
Oh, why, Breakman?
Doesn't feel like that.
Fucking A, man. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Doublemint Twins. And I know I'm going against you twice in a row, Breakman, and I do apologize because I didn't mean for it to be that way. But Jeffrey the Giraffe, I never got a real chance to go in and buy a lot of shit from Toys R Us because it was always too expensive for me.
Yeah, it was.
So by default, I'm gonna go with the Doublemint Twins. I'm not.
See, you gotta buy stuff on clearance, Frank. That's how I always shop.
Well, dude, I couldn't even afford the clearance shit. You know, let me tell you guys a story. When I used to get shit cheap, it was at the secondhand store in bags that cost $0.25, and I'd have to sift through they would put like a bunch of toys in a bag for like $0.25,
Yeah.
and I would sift through those bags looking looking for Atari games. That's how poor I was. So, you know what I'm saying? I never got an opportunity that much to. I was in Toys R Us a couple of times, but it never was for me. It was always like, you know, searching for other people's shit. So I'm gonna go with the Doublemint Twins, man.
I would go in there for like the birthdays because you get that free gift, and it was usually a shitty gift too.
Yeah.
Like it'd be like a paddle ball or some what are those things they give you with marbles? Those little metal spike things.
Eric is exiled, you son of a bitch. And Jen, Calgon is the greatest thing in the world.
Uh-huh.
What was the name? There was another one that was around here. That was my favorite store until it went out. Children's Palace. That's what.
Yeah,
it was.
Children's. I think I remember Children's Palace. Yeah.
I love that place. Anyway.
So the final matchup, Breakman. Final matchup, man.
Anyway, we have the boobs versus the scrubbing boobles. Boobles?
The boobles.
The scrubbing boobles versus the boobles. I'm gonna go ahead and start this one out. How the twins make your breath fresh, and they take your they could probably cause like car accidents and stuff, you know, like mayhem. So I'm just I don't know if I can vote for them. Where Scrubbing Bubbles come in and they clean your bathroom and stuff. But then why don't they do your kitchen? Like, why do they stop at the bathroom? They could do the rest of the goddamn house.
Well, like I said, Breakman, that they make which normally would be a really hard job scrubbing the tub. They make it like super easy, you know.
Rub-a-dub-dub, scrubbing the tub.
Yeah, fuck that.
But boobs are nice. That's a hard question. What were we talking about again? What did you say about boobs?
Breakman.
I'm gonna go with the Scrubbing Bubbles. Just like it's a more imaginative kind of thing as opposed to like two actresses just twins. And where Bubbles were like, hey, let's put a face on a scrub brush and make it do the work for you. Like, it's inventive, and
right.
It turned out way better than they had ever planned it to.
Yeah.
So Frank, you're next.
Go to Eric next. Go to Eric. I'm having a tough time. Go to Eric next, man. Break, man.
I'm fine with either one, really, but I guess I have to pick. So.
Yeah, well, go with the Doublemint Twins, Eric, and then I'll go into my soliloquy.
Why did you change the boobs? Just for that, bubbles.
Oh, God. Okay. You made it anticlimactic for me, Eric, but I wanted to be the tiebreaker on this one because I had this whole thing planned out. But I would have also voted for the Scrubbing Bubbles. But
I want to hear this whole thing you have planned now.
Yeah. So, but check this out. Both of these were not expected to get anywhere near the finals, so props to both of these, the Scrubbing Bubbles and, as Breakman so eloquently put it, the boobs. So they're both winners in my book. Like I said, the Doublemint Twins made an appearance in Friday the 13th Part 4. But the Scrubbing Boobies, as you've now labeled them.
No, they're boobles.
Boobles. Scrubbing Boobles. To me, like I fucking love that brand. The Scrubbing Bubbles brand is like, I mean, as far as Dark Horse goes, this was like 1,000 to 1 long shot that the Scrubbing Boobles would win, but holy shit, do they deserve it? The Scrubbing Bubbles is also my pick for the greatest mascot of all time.
The Scrubbing Boobles won?
The Scrubbing Bubbles won, yes. Boobles. Yeah, they won the whole tourney, and I'm okay with that. Are you guys okay with that? Because I am.
I am. And Freaking Chat said they needed a fleshlight mascot. A fleshlight with a face. I wonder what it would sound like. Maybe put some googly eyes on it.
Now every time we clean the bathtub, I'm going to say, Scrubbing Boobles.
And she'll probably rub her boobles as she's doing that.
Scrubbing Boobles.
All right.
A brush.
This tourney was fucking amazing, guys. We had some great mascots, and I hope that nobody takes offense if their favorite mascot lost. I mean, who gives a shit? This is just, three dumb dudes just talking about dumb mascots, but about boobles. So
and being very, 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 very misogynistic.
I got one more thing to show you guys real quick. I want to end on this, but I just want to show you guys a real quick impression on this. Here, let me get to the middle of it. Here we go. There we go.
Sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings. Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Guys,
taste the butter spread.
There is. Just keep listening because there's an amazing solo, keyboard solo, included in this. So I hope you guys can just take a couple minutes here. Just take it in, guys.
Goodness of the biscuit with the butter spread. To get your butter spread all on me. I don't like the way it mixes with my mac and cheese. Cause when you're at KFC, you got that special sauce to stir my curiosity. Just give me a 5-piece meal, oh what a deal. A big old box, it's all for me. I'll take coleslaw on the side.
Liking it so far, guys? You're gonna really love it coming up here.
I could tell you wanted to try the potato wedges.
No, stop! It's not over.
What?
It's not over.
I know, but we gotta go, Bernie. I gotta get everybody's plugs in. We gotta go. I got it in the show. It's in the show now. I'll get in trouble for copyright.
For dance party next time.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it for the intro next time. Breakman, plug away, please.
Follow me at RPGrinders on Twitter, and that's it.
That lady looks like she used to be babysat by Frank. How dare you, you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! You're exiled, Freak 5. God damn it. Scotoma says, he said the same fucking thing! Jesus Christ, Scotoma, you're exiled as well, you son of a bitch. You guys said it at the same fucking time. How dare you guys? I'm walking off the show. Eric, your plugs. Son of a bitch.
Old Frank.
Son of a bitch.
No, I'll plug my written reviews on bossofbastardbrigade.com. And there's my audio reviews on the feed for the site. Nothing this week, but hopefully I'll have something this week.
All right.
But if you like either of those things and you want to support me, there's a link to my Patreon in my Twitter profile, which is at EricRPG, or on Blue Sky, which is the same. And if you want to send me as little as $1 per month, or just whatever for a one-time donation, that'd be great.
Son of a bitch, Breakman. How dare you, Freak 5. You guys are at the end of the show, man. Follow me on Twitter at Frank Branches, or X as it's called now. You can follow me on any of the systems, RPGrinders. You can fucking say fuck off to these guys on Twitter as well, at EricRPG and at RPGrinders, because they're son of a bitches, and exile them for me. And John and Wyland is, you son of a bitch, Wyland, you're exiled too. Son of a bitch. Just for that, you know what? I was going to do the regular outro. I'm doing, and thanks to all the archive listeners.
Oh, no,
I know you guys aren't son of a bitches like these guys in the live chat. Thanks to 01 Ella, 7B Valette, HV Des, Alicidra, A10, Commander Root, Drapsnat, Elysian, Kata, Lurks, Mark Zink, Ronald 2, Bob, Bobby, Spofa 4, and VL Mercy. Thanks to all of you, and thanks to everybody that's listening on the archives. No thanks to these son of a bitches. You see us on the next week. You guys got anything else, you sons of bitches?
Boobs.
Boobs. Stay safe this week. We want to see you guys here all next week.
Done.
Son of a
We're
bitch,
done.
Scotoma. I'm out. We're out of here. See you guys next week, sons of bitches. Stay safe.
Biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Get your honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it mixes with
Jen
my
is
chicken
exiled.
wings. Get none of that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes on my chicken wings.
Son of a bitch, Freak 5.
Take us out, Moose.
Taste the biscuit.
All right, you son of a bitches. That's it for this week. Thank you guys so much. You guys suck.
Now you're ready to help.
You guys really, really suck. I can't stand. I'm walking off this show, you sons of bitches. That's it. We're out of here. See you next week. Turd bug. You guys are the turd burglars. That's what you got.